Hey everyone, it's me again. We are back from our trip. I am back in my normal home sweet home. There's my Froggo and all of my National Geographic posters. I'm a bit of a nerd, if I do say so myself. But I was unpacking, and I was unpacking my mini portable sensory bag. It's one of these cool little pouches that does the thing where you can turn the sequins both ways. It's pretty neat. I like it. But I was thinking that I should do a what's in my sensory box video, because my sensory box is something that's really integral to my daily life. I have lots of things that I carry with me to kind of help with certain things, whether it's the OCD, the skin picking, the ADHD, the Tourette's. Just kind of depends. It also turns out we haven't talked to the neurologist yet. We go and do that in August, so if any of you are the praying type, I would appreciate that. Prayers would be great. But, yeah, we go to the neurologist to learn more about the Tourette's and also figure out if I have a sensory processing disorder, which is more than likely. But so that's why this sensory box is especially important. So I guess I'm just gonna get right into it here. I'll start with this thing that I'm fiddling with here. It's called a worry stone. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah, there we go. It's just a stone and it's very smooth, and I can rub my thumb against it and just kind of have this nice thing to kind of calm me down. So that's nice. Other thing I have, bubble wrap. I guess I should disclaimer, my sensory box is very do-it-yourself, homemade kinda. I didn't buy anything for this, so this is all stuff that I had laying around that I have found really helps me. So I guess in a way it's also saying, hey look, you can make your own sensory box. You don't need all sorts of fancy gizmos and who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. Disney nerd. But so this bubble wrap, I really like it because you can pop it, woo, pop, 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 and you can squeeze it, and you can, just kind of feels nice to be able to all that aggression. And I also really like the way it feels when you rub it. It's just very, very soothing to me. So the next thing I've got in my sensory box is a little bit weird, but it's an old belt. Now, like I said, I have OCD, and so I tend to pick at my skin. And so this has provided a way to pick at something other than my skin. As you can see, it's an old leather belt that my mom had lying around, and we cut it into strips. And as you can see, I can kind of pick at it, and it mimics the way that skin feels, so that instead of picking at a scab on my arm or my leg or something, I can pick at the belt instead. It does get a little bit messy, so there's forewarning on that, but I can just kind of pick at it and pull. It's actually really, really nice, and I don't want to put it down. But yeah, so my belt. Let's see. Oh, I guess I should explain this. This is my little travel bag, travel sensory kit. It is something that I take with me on trips and vacations and stuff, like the ones that I just went on. But in here, it's really simple. I have some twisty ties. Woohoo, twisty ties. Very exciting, I know. But, oh, they broke. But, I like twisty ties because I can bend them and twist them, Pretty self-explanatory, I suppose. It's a twisty tie, you twist it. But it also helps me because, they kind of do this thing where they roll in on each other. It doesn't do very much with this short segment. But, you can kind of fold them up on each other and twist them, and it just kind of gives a nice sensation. The other thing in here is some beads. Oh, and a chain. But the chain is hopelessly tangled. Hopelessly tangled in these beads. So I'm just gonna... Oh! Aha! So the first thing I have is... I don't know if you can see it here. It's a chain. It's just a little thing that I got at a yard sale. I just like to have it because it's very nice in my palm when I dangle it. It just gives a nice feeling. It's kind of heavy, It's not real gold or anything, it's just whatever that fake jewelry is. I think there was a fake pearl on it at one point, but you know. And then, put this back here, I have these. And these are nice because you can roll them in your hand, and they give that sort of rice sensation, like, you know, often they'll have like rice boxes or whatever for you to put your hand in, and it's just kind of like, ooh, that's nice. This, when you rub your hands together with this thing in it, gives that same feeling. And again, I just got this at a yard sale. It's just something that I picked up somewhere along the way. I was like, ooh, I like the way this feels. And so I put it in. It's also got these nice flat beads that are really, really nice to roll across your fingers. Yeah. So this one's kind of nice because it's got a lot of different textures. And even the pouch itself is almost a sensory thing too. It's got that nice two-way sequins, I guess. I don't know what to call that, but yeah. What else do I have in here? Now, what do I not have in here, really? Oh, these are neat. So I have a rock tumbler, right? And I was in a real geology phase for a little while, so I'll pull a couple of these out. They're actually kind of cool looking. Like this one, I don't know if you can see it. It's got stripes in it. I'm gonna move my lamp. Oh, that's hot. Move my lamp a little bit. So let's try that. There we go. And so it's got this nice stripes to it. Does that do anything? I don't know if that does anything, but there. It's got nice stripes. Where's that one? Here it is. So now these have a really special part to them. They got flat on one side. You can kind of see it's just very, very smooth. It's barely even, like, you can't even tell it's a rock. It feels like glass. And so I love these because it's that same thing as the Worry Stone, where you can just kind of rub up against it, and it feels very nice. Oh, here's a good one. I have a nice soft paintbrush that I can rub. Sometimes I'll do it on my nose or my cheeks. It just is a good feeling to me. I don't know. I like the feeling. Paintbrush. Oh, I have this thing. It's a glitter, ball of glitter with a little cat in it. It's kind of nice. I saw this suggested for the ADHD. It's just supposed to be very good and calming. So, I don't know, kept it in here. That's really about it. I have, dare I even begin to show you, lots of beads. Lots and lots and lots of beads because I picked them up at yard sales, and I just love all the way they feel. So I have lots of beads. And I guess the last sensory thing I'm gonna grab here, there's so much crap on it, but my weighted blanket. This thing is super, super nice. I take it with me wherever I go. I mean, not like to the grocery store and stuff, but yeah, it's really just an awesome little thing to have with me. I find that it helps the Tourette's a lot. Alright, well, this video is a lot longer than I expected it to be, so my advice today would be find something that works for you. It's not going to work for everyone. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but as long as it works for you, it's okay. I mean, don't do stupid things, but, you know, if one thing makes you feel better, and not everybody gets it, that's okay. Do what makes you feel better. Find something that works for you. Obviously don't, like, oh, murder makes me feel better, but, you know, find what works for you. Bye guys, see you later.